and the support of the good people of Ogun State, we start a new chapter in the continued development agenda of this great state.
Hello everyone, thank you for joining us for another episode of Gateway Diary. I am Victoria Oniaye. This episode of the program is special because we'll be focusing mainly on the activities that have defined the first 5 years of Prince Dapo Abiodun in office as Governor of Ogun State. We'll examine his significant strides in areas of infrastructure, security, healthcare development, housing, agriculture, and human capital development. I bet you'll enjoy every bit of it. But before we delve into that, let's take a look at the highlights of the news stories making headlines across the state. Thank you for staying with us. 5 years ago, precisely on May 29, Governor Dapo Abiodun was inaugurated as the 5th elected governor of Ogun State. During that ceremony, he promised to prioritize the economic development of the state and the well-being of the people. Since then, he has not reneged on these promises. More importantly, he pledged to make Ogun State one of the sub-national pilots for key drivers of Nigeria's industrialization, poverty eradication, job creation, and access to capital. Now, it's more than 5 years since he made those promises, and his actions are already speaking volumes across the state. Here is a story of how Governor Dapo Abiodun spent his first 5 years in fulfilling his promises to the people of Ogun State.
After 5 phenomenal years with 3 glorious years ahead, this is the story of a man who faced relentless challenges on the path to becoming governor. Yet he remained undeterred in his quest to serve his people and transform the Gateway State. This is the story of Prince Dapo Abiodun, the 5th elected governor of Ogun State in southwest Nigeria. On May 29, 2019, Prince Dapo Abiodun stepped into office amidst turbulent times without handover notes to guide him. But he was obviously armed with a clear vision, the foresight to succeed, and an indomitable spirit that propelled him to go on without looking back. He embarked on the journey with determination, confidence, zeal, and a fervent desire to redefine governance in Ogun State and elevate it to the pinnacle of economic stability. "5 years on, the transformation is undeniable. The Gateway State has been revitalized, infused with a renewed sense of hope and optimism. And Governor Abiodun's relentless pursuit of excellence has brought joy to the hearts of the people. Under Governor Dapo Abiodun's watch, peace has reigned supreme throughout Ogun State for the past 5 years. This isn't by chance, but a testament to the governor's dedication to leaving behind a legacy of progress, nurturing an environment where development flourishes and dreams take flight. Thanks to initiatives like the Security Trust Fund and strategic alliances with neighboring states, Governor Abiodun has propelled Ogun State to unprecedented levels of safety and security. He has also been a constant pillar of support for security forces in the state, providing them with cutting-edge surveillance equipment, patrol vehicles, and motorcycles for swift responses to emergencies and easy access to crime scenes. The latest addition to the security arsenal of the state is the newly acquired state-of-the-art surveillance drone, the first of its kind deployed by any state government. It is designed to provide a cutting-edge advantage to security officials to enhance their fight against banditry and ensure a safer and more secure environment for all.
We focus deliberately on ensuring that we invest in not just providing the equipment for our law enforcement architecture, but also motivate the men and women who work within that architecture.
I want to thank you for the infrastructural development of the state that is going around the whole state. The development is even. I can say that government projects are evenly located. And there is the least we can do as police is to support you. We also have to pay attention to even provision of security for Ogun State.
Ogun State is truly blessed with vast fertile lands, perfect for agriculture. And under the leadership of Governor Dapo Abiodun, the state's agricultural sector has experienced unprecedented growth and prosperity. The governor's unalloyed support for farmers and strategic investments in agricultural infrastructure have transformed the state into a shining example of agricultural excellence. Take, for instance, the Anchor Borrowers Program, a game changer that has ignited a surge of youth involvement in agriculture. Thanks to Governor Abiodun's visionary policies, thousands of farmers have been empowered through training, capacity building, and the provision of essential farming inputs. As a result, Ogun State now stands proudly as a leading producer of rice, maize, and cassava in Nigeria.
God has endowed us with a landmass spanning 16,000 square kilometers. 12,000 square kilometers of this is very fertile for food and cash crop production with high value that can raise farm incomes. In our employment generation agenda, we keyed into the CBN Anchor Borrowers Program on agriculture and the FADAMA Graduate Unemployment Youth Scheme, GUYS, which is specifically directed at the two vulnerable groups of our population, the women and the youth.
It's no exaggeration to say that Ogun State stands tall as the education capital of Nigeria, boasting a plethora of universities and tertiary institutions scattered across all its senatorial districts. Under Governor Abiodun, education has emerged as a driving force behind Ogun State's progress, fueled by innovative initiatives aimed at enhancing accessibility and quality. One such initiative is the abolition of school levies, a move that has sparked a surge in primary school enrollment across the state. But it doesn't stop there. Governor Abiodun's administration has embarked on a massive renovation spree, breathing new life into primary and secondary schools across all 3 senatorial districts of the state. Many of these schools were in dire need of attention before Governor Abiodun took office.
Ogun State is a pace setter. We are original in all that we do. In the entire nation, I want to believe it's only Ogun State that has introduced that fully. Let me use the word fully. And this learner identification number has actually dealt with a lot of vices in our schools. Thuggery has been reduced to the BRS minimum. Truancy has been reduced. Wandering has been reduced. The rate at which students involved in examination malpractices has also been reduced, because all of them have their own numbers in which mismatch cannot happen again. So once a student is caught, he knows that there is no school in Ogun State that he can attend again, except if it is outside the state. So both from private up to public schools, primary, secondary in Ogun State, all the students here, they have their numbers. So if you are not among, you cannot be there.
An estimated 60,000 students who are indigents of Ogun State studying in various institutions across the country have also benefited from the Educational Cash Award for Student Health by the Dapo Abiodun administration. The initiative is designed to provide a much-needed boost to these students and ease the financial strain caused by the recent economic difficulties in the country. Under Governor Abiodun's leadership, education isn't just a priority, it's the cornerstone of the state's progress. Teachers in Ogun State now receive regular and timely promotions, while higher institutions across the state have been equipped with essential teaching aids, ensuring that the educational landscape remains vibrant and dynamic. Before Governor Dapo Abiodun took office, the idea of the Gateway Agro-Cargo Airport in the Remo area of the state was just that, an idea. The selected location was overrun with bushes and undergrowth, but Governor Abiodun saw beyond the obstacles. With foresight and determination, he turned that vision into a tangible reality. Today, this monumental project stands as a testament to his administration's commitments to progress and also serves as a gateway connecting Ogun State to the wider world of investment opportunities. With the longest runway in the country, the Gateway Agro-Cargo Airport is primed to accommodate even the largest aircraft. And now, with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's approval as a free trade zone, exporters of agricultural produce are poised to reap immense benefits. Governor Abiodun has transformed the mere idea into concrete achievements, propelling Ogun State to new heights of prosperity and growth.
Coming here today, and this is my first time at the airport, I've heard so much about it. He's so proud of it. You know, it's one thing to put your money somewhere to do something and do it for the sake of doing it. But when you do something and you believe in it and you have a passion for what you're doing, the output, the product is different because you put your all in it. And that's what I see here in this airport. I came in just to use the bathroom, and I was surprised as what it looks like inside. The outside belies the inside, and I think the governor has done a good job. He deserves to be commended.
Now, let's talk about roads. Before 2019, it was no secret that township roads in Ogun State were in a sorry state. They weren't just pothole-ridden, they were downright disastrous. These neglected roads weren't just an eyesore. They were holding back the state's economic growth and stifling investment opportunities. But with Governor Dapo Abiodun, the narrative took a dramatic turn.
You recall that even before he came to office, we can identify just few communities within Ogun State where most development reside. Because every government that comes in, the moment they identify some major towns and communities within Ogun State, and they believe that many people will see that one at a glance, so they just believe that they've worked. But Dapo Abiodun decided to democratize project across the nooks and crannies of Ogun State. He ensured that within the last 5 years, every local government in Ogun State has a feel of government.
Under Governor Abiodun's leadership, abandoned road projects were swiftly revived and completed. The iconic City Gate was erected, making a bold statement about his commitment to progress. And let's not forget about the major highway leading into the state capital. It got a complete makeover, transforming into a smooth, efficient thoroughfare all the way from the Shagamu interchange to Abeokuta. Today, the numbers speak for themselves. Governor Abiodun has overseen the construction or rehabilitation of over 500 kilometers of roads, more than any other governor in the history of the state. Now, that's what you call paving the way to success.
A king that rules and reigns and there is peace and progress and prosperity has a name. The one that rules and reigns also has a name. Definitely you can see in what he's doing the fingerprint of a visionary leader. Nobody wants to come to an environment that is hostile. But as I came in here today, I'm motivated to return home and do something for my hometown.
For far too long, the health sector in Ogun State was left neglected, crying out for attention. But under the leadership of Governor Dapo Abiodun, things have taken a glorious turn. Instead of starting from scratch, Governor Abiodun opted for a different approach. He focused on breathing new life into the existing healthcare infrastructure. Crumbling hospitals and rundown primary healthcare centers were giving a makeover of epic proportions. From outdated structures to cutting-edge facilities, the healthcare landscape in Ogun State has undergone a remarkable transformation. What's more, these facilities are powered by solar energy, guaranteeing round-the-clock electricity, a game changer for healthcare delivery in Ogun State.
When the governor came on board, I think we have about 3 or 4 ambulances. And today, at least I'm proud that we have increased that figure to about 26, which shows that the governor has a special interest in ensuring that people did not die during the course of treatment or when there's any emergency. So if there's any emergency, an ambulance is there to take the people to the nearest hospital for immediate action.
Part of the Ishaya mantra, His Excellency had prioritized health in the social aspect. And from that, he's invested heavily in our infrastructure. We renovated almost 100 primary healthcare centers across our 20 local governments, evenly distributed with equity. And we've also equipped them, and we've put reliable power source such as solar in every health center that we have renovated, and also put a borehole. At the moment, His Excellency is actually rolling out electronic health records across our tertiary centers like Olabisi Onabanjo, the secondary facilities and the primary health centers. This is to make ease of actually consulting for the doctors, because we know that there's a shortage of health workers.
Another vision by Governor Abiodun, which is now a reality, is a zeal to ensure that every citizen of the state has access to quality and affordable health care. He introduced the health insurance scheme for everyone, including those in the informal sector, and also ordered the Ministry of Health to carry out free eye surgeries to indigent citizens.
Government is trying. I mean, they've provided the basic things we need, and with God on their side, we're doing what we can. This Ibidero program is just a way to make everybody feel included, and personally I feel like it's a measure put in place to reduce maternal mortality.
The medical treatment and everything we get is absolutely free, including our delivery. It's free, and getting our drugs is very easy, and they attended to us here very nicely, and I appreciate every time I come to the clinic.
With Governor Abiodun's strategic foresight, Ogun State can look towards the future with hope. That's because long before the federal government removed subsidy on fuel, Governor Abiodun initiated CNG-run mass transit buses and motorcycles in the state to cushion the impact of fuel subsidy removal on the citizens. The CNG buses conveniently transport commuters from designated bus stops on the outskirts of the town to the city center, particularly civil servants working at the government secretariat. The buses also ply Ogun border communities with Lagos, picking commuters from Mowe, Ibafu and Magboro in the early hours of the day to Berger and motorways areas of Lagos at a cheaper rate.
These are better, they are more efficient in terms of consumption of fuel to cost, they are cleaner, and they are a more sustainable means of transportation anywhere in the world, and we are starting that in Ogun State, being the first state in Nigeria.
I believe Ogun State was the first state to bring these initiatives, the CNG buses for commercial purposes, and he did well in that. He invited the former Minister of Transportation to launch all those CNG buses. And people have been enjoying it. And we have had meeting with the government agents, with government people, that we asked them that this is the intervention we need from them. And they have agreed to subsidize the conversion from fossil fuel usage to CNG usage for our commercial vehicles.
In the face of unprecedented challenges, Governor Dapo Abiodun's leadership truly shone. His proactive measures and dedication not only saved lives but also propelled Ogun State to new heights of resilience and strength.
Ogun State's economy is growing and is anchored on strategic developmental plans based on the well-conceptualized program and policies of government as encapsulated in this Ishaya mantra, talking of building our future together agenda of this administration. The agenda is really working, and which has given birth to quite a number of initiatives and developments, which has to do with growing the economy, then developing the well-being and awareness of the people of Ogun State.
In all of these, Governor Abiodun's efforts haven't gone unnoticed. He's been raking in accolades left, right, and center for his outstanding performance, not just as a leader, but as a governor with unparalleled ingenuity. Let's run through some of the awards, shall we? He's been named the best state governor with the most improved state and security infrastructure by Business Day newspaper. Recognized for his strides in ICT infrastructure development by the National Council on Communication and Digital Economy, and honored with the Best Governor in Industrial Revolution Award at the prestigious Award of Excellence in Public Service, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. From winning the 2023 Governor of the Year Award from Sun Newspapers to being hailed as the Man of the Year by Silverberg Television and the Daily Independent Governor of the Year Award in Nigeria's ICT hub, Governor Abiodun's trophy cabinet is bursting at the seams with well-deserved accolades. Over the past 5 years, Governor Dapo Abiodun has proven himself to be more than just a leader. He is a visionary, a catalyst for change, and the mastermind behind Ogun State's incredible transformation. And as he stares the gateway state into the future, he has made a solemn promise to elevate the state to even greater heights under his watch, ensuring that every citizen feels the tangible impact of meritorious and effective governance.
Those projects and initiatives are indeed clear examples of promises made and promises kept. And that wraps up this week's episode of the program. I hope you enjoyed every bit of what we served you. Join us next time for another interesting episode. Until then, I am Victoria Oniaye. It's goodbye for now.